Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Okay, so today we are going to continue with our next topic. Okay, so it will be in wait for a while, yeah. Okay, it will be in chapter 6. Okay, linear inequalities into variables. Okay, so what do you understand about this topic? Okay, so let me share first the screen. Okay. Okay. Right. You can refer to your textbook on page 154. Okay, so linear inequalities in one variables. Okay, so linear, we know it linear usually the highest uh, degree for the value of variable in linear equation is 1. And then what is inequality? Okay, so usually in inequality, we use few symbols. Okay, we use greater than, less than, and then we also use greater than or equal to, or less than or equal to. Okay, so these four symbols. Okay, so these four symbols. Okay, let's say we have, for example, we have y, is greater than 2. So it means that the value of y, is not including 2, but it is, starting from 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so on. Okay, if it says y is greater or equal to 2, it will include the number 2. Okay, for example, the value for y will be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and so on. Okay, so if you have y less than 2, so meaning your value will be y equal to y equal to 1, 0, -1, -2, -3, and so on. Okay, if it is y less or equal to 2, then the value will be 2, 1, 0, -1, -2, and so on. Okay, so I hope you understand the differences between um, this inequality. All right. Okay, so it is different from equation. If equation, it is fixed equal to, for example, if y equal to 2, of course we know the value is y equal to 2. Okay, it will not take any other number. Okay, so why do we study this chapter? Okay, so the knowledge of linear inequality is fundamental to the field of linear programming. This knowledge is very important in business, corporate world, and other areas that require optimum result, which is maximum profit at minimal cost. Okay, usually it's very useful if you are in the business line, or maybe in the engineering line. Okay, so you have to know this. Okay, so for this one, we will go deeper to the maximum profit and the minimum cost in towards the end of the chapter. All right. So for the first topic, subtopic, first thing that you will learn, our learning standard today is to represent situation in the form of linear inequality. Okay, so these are the things that you already have, meaning that you already learned this in your lower form. Greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, or lastly, less than or equal to. Okay, so if you see here, look at the diagram 1 and 2. These two diagram actually is a common warning that you can see, except that in Sarawak, we don't have the terowong. Okay, but you can see if you go to the basement of Bintang Mega Mall or the shopping complex here, we have, it was stated there that a hut tinggi is, for example, 2.1 meter. Okay, and then the second diagram is more on the lot, the lot of uh, a lorry. Okay, so if you see here, hat tinggi terowong, okay, 4.7 meter. So what does it mean? Okay, it means that the maximum height of the vehicles that can pass through the tunnel must be not exceeding 4.7 meter. Okay, must be less than that. All right. So if you see diagram 2, okay, we have two types here, that is BDM. BDM is berat dengan muatan, or gross vehicle weight. And then BTM is curb weight, that is berat tanpa muatan. All right. So if you want to know the value of the weight that you can carry in this 3-ton lorry, will be, okay, the berat dengan muatan, okay, gross vehicle weight minus the curb weight. So that will be 4,090 kilo. Okay, so in this situation, we know that our gross vehicle weight, okay, must not exceed the curb weight total width, okay, plus the value of weight, must not exceeding that. All right. Okay, so let's look at the um, example one. Okay, if you see the info zone here, okay, a variable is a factor such as an element or feature or an integer that must be taken into accounts in a calculation. All right, the highest power of a variable is a linear equation. In a linear equation is one. That's what I meant just now. All right, so usually, okay, the linear equation into variable, okay, the formula will be ax plus by equal to c. Okay, so usually we will use y equal to mx plus c. Okay, this is a straight line actually. Okay, this is the linear equation. Okay, but if it is inequality, you have to change the uh what we call this, the symbol. All right. Okay, now look at example one. Okay, so we have Taufik wants to buy some revision books and exercise books at a book exhibition. He finds that the price of a reference book is 14 ringgit and the price of the exercise book is 9 ringgit. Okay, the maximum amount of the money that Taufik can spend is 100 ringgit. So meaning that he cannot spend more than 100 ringgit. So if you cannot spend more than 100 ringgit, meaning that you can spend 100 ringgit or less. Okay, so you have to know which symbol you have to use. Okay, so the question is, represent the above situation in an appropriate form of linear inequality. All right, so you get 14x plus 9y is less than or equal to 100. Okay, so 14 ringgit. Okay, the total of the revision book. Okay, let's say our revision book is X and our exercise book is Y. Okay, so the exercise book is 9 ringgit. So 9y is less than or equal to 100. Okay, and then next, okay, this is the question. Okay, so like I said just now, usually we will use the equation, okay, the linear equation y equal to mx plus c. Okay, we use this especially when we want to draw a graph later. Okay, so if you rearrange this one, okay, to this one, all right, you will get something like this. Okay, 9y is less than or equal to 100 minus 14x, meaning that you just keep y at the left hand side and then the rest you bring to the right hand side, or you can represent it like this also can. Okay, so next we go to example 2. Example 2, Puan Hidayah wants to buy mathematics poster to hang in the mathematics room. The cost of the small poster is 12 ringgit 50 cent and the large poster is 18 ringgit 50 cent. Okay, represent the purchase of both poster in an appropriate form of linear inequality if the allocation from the school is 150. Okay, so if you see here, okay, let's say our small poster is K and then our big poster is B. Okay, so uh, the allocation from the school is 150 ringgit. So meaning that you cannot exceed 150 ringgit. Okay, if you buy more than that, you have to pay by yourself. All right. So if you see here, you want to represent it in linear inequality, it will be 12.5 ringgit K plus 18.5 ringgit B, okay, is less than or equal to 150. Okay, so usually we represent it um, in whole number. Okay, so maybe you can change this decimal number into a whole number, or you can, okay, first you can change it into um, what we call this, fraction. Okay, fraction. So you will get 25 over 2k plus 37 over 2b less than or equal to 150. Okay, so if you see, if you don't like to see the fraction, you can get rid of this denominator. Okay, we are lucky because we have the same denominator, that is 2. So what do we need to get rid of it? You have to multiply all the inequality with number 2. Okay, all the inequality. Okay, so meaning that 2 times 25 over 2, this one we get what? 1. And then 2 times 37 over 2, so this 1, 1. And then don't forget on the right hand side, you have 2 times 150, so you get 300. All right, so this is your inequality that you get. Sorry. Okay, so this is the inequality that you get. All right, so let's look at self practice 6.1a. Okay, so Madam Linda Lim wants to prepare fish and prawn dishes, okay, in conjunction with the Chinese New Year celebration. The cost of a kilogram mackerel is 25 ringgit and a kilogram of prawn is 45 ringgit. Okay, Linda Lim wants to spend 250 to buy fish and prawn. Okay, so the money that she wants to spend is only 250 or less. Okay, so let's say our mackerel is X, and then our prawn is Y. Okay, so you see here, you want to know how much we spend. Okay, you just substitute 25x plus 45y. Okay, y is the prawn. Okay, less than or equal to 250. Okay, so this is the inequality that you get. But then, okay, actually this inequality, you can simplify it. Okay, you can simplify it. Okay, because you see 25 and 45, 250 can be divided by 5. Okay, so if you divide it by 5, you will get 5x. 45 divided by 5 is 9y. Okay, less or equal to 250 divided by 5 is 50. Okay, so this is the simplified one. All right, so for your homework letter, you can do B, C, and D. Okay, so if you have question later, you can ask in our group. All right. And then next will be, how do you verify the conjecture about points in the region that satisfies a linear inequality? Okay, the second one, the second learning standard that we learn is make and verify the conjecture about the point in the region and the solution of certain linear inequality. Okay, so usually, okay, the inequality sign, if there is no the sign of equal to, okay, for example, this one less than, sorry, greater than and then less than, okay, usually we use the line, dash line. Okay, we use the dash line. If we have the symbol equal to, greater or equal to, less than or equal to, we use a solid line. Okay, so if you see here, okay, let's say this is the pink line. The pink line is y equal to mx plus c. Okay, so the green one, we call it region below. And then the yellow, the pink one, we call it region above. All right, so if you see, this one also the same. The above one, okay, we call it region above, region below. And then if we have a straight line y equal to h, okay, the one above we call it region above, okay, down here we call it region below. Okay, and then if we have a straight line here, k x equal to k, for example, Okay, x equal to k. So the one in the uh, left, okay, we call it region on the left and then region on the right. Okay, all right. So this one, okay, we just leave it first. Okay, the second one, okay, the next one will be the example 3. Draw the straight line y equal to negative 2x plus 6 for negative 1 is less or equal to x, okay, less than or equal to 5. So this is the range of x that you need to draw. Okay, so first of all, okay, all right, so okay, you need to draw this equation y equal to negative 2x plus 6. Okay, to draw a linear line, you need to have at least 2 points. Okay, so if you see here, I have 2 points here. Okay, so how do I choose the point? Okay, because just now I said the value of x is negative 1 and from negative 1 to 5. So it's easier for me if I choose 0. Okay, because if I substitute x 0 into this equation, my y I will get its x 6. For example, y equal to negative 2 times 0 is 0, right? Plus 6, so my y is 6. All right, and then if I substitute the second one, the second point, if I substitute um x equal to 2, so y equal to negative 2 times 2 is negative 4. Negative 4 plus 6 is 2. So the 2 point that I get is 0, 6, and the other one is 2, 2. All right, so after that I do a straight line. Okay, 0, 6. Okay, I find 0, 6, it's here, and then 2, 2 here, and then I just make a straight line. After that I, okay, name the equation, the straight line. It is y equal to negative 2x plus 6. Okay, so that is how you draw a straight line in a graph. Okay, so we go back to the example. Okay, plot the point. These are few points that you need to plot. Determine whether the point plot satisfied. Okay, the three section here, y equal to negative 2x plus 6, y greater than negative 2x plus 6, or y less than negative 2 plus 6. Okay, so if you see here, all right, I clean that one first. Okay, so if you see here, okay, so this one, this question, okay, they use x equal to negative 1, x equal to 5, but it's okay. It's the same thing, okay? If you want to use negative 1 also can, and 5 also can, okay, no problem, because the straight lines is the same. I said just now, 0, 6, okay, here, 0, 6, and then 2, 2. See, you still get the same one. All right. Okay, now if you see here, if you plot all the graph just now, all the point just now, okay, I believe you know how to plot the point. Okay, if you see here, the point 1, 4, okay, this point 1, 4, and 4, 2, they are at they are in the sorry, at the straight line. Okay, when they are at the straight line, okay, on the line, okay, so it satisfied the equation y is equal to negative 2x plus 6 equal to, okay, equal to, got it? Okay, and then the second one, 2, 6, where is 2, 6? 2, 6, okay, and 4, 3, they are at the region above. Okay, when it is at the region above, okay, meaning that it satisfied an equality greater than. Okay, above means greater than. Okay, this region is greater than the pink one. Okay, and then if you see 1, 0, 1, and 1, negative 2, okay, it satisfies the inequality less than, okay, because down here is less than. All right, do you understand? Okay, so if you are not sure, okay, never mind. After you watch this video, okay, you can ask. All right, so example 4, you can read by your own. Okay, all right, let's look at the next one. Okay, okay, the next one is determine and shade the region that satisfied a linear inequality. Okay, so this one you can read by your own. Okay, let me see first. Okay, so if you see this one, this part is greater than mx plus c. This one is less than mx plus c. Okay, so this one, you look at the pink one, if we have the y equal to h, okay, the yellow one, the yellow region, that is y less than h, and then the pink one is y greater than h. Okay, so I think we just look at the example, it's easier. Okay, so if you see here, what is the relationship between a point on a Cartesian plane with the inequality y greater than mx plus c, okay, y less than mx plus c, y greater or equal to mx plus c, or y less than or equal to mx plus c. So this one, greater than or less than, this one, okay, points that lies in the region above and below straight line, mx plus c, okay, and then the straight line is drawn using a dash line. Okay, so if you see a dash line, you definitely use this, either these two. Okay, for this one, all right, you have to use the solid line. Okay, this is a solid line. So this is from the diagram you can see. Okay, if we have a dotted line, let's say this is a y equal to mx plus c, right? So the one on the above one, okay, the above one, the pink one, okay, the region will be y is greater or y is greater than mx plus c, and below here it is y less than mx plus c. Okay, so if you see, this is a solid, the second one is the solid line. So if the solid line, okay, the one above here is y is greater or equal to mx plus c, but down here is y is less than or equal to mx plus c. Okay, so that's the difference. You have to differentiate between the two straight line. Okay, and then example 5, let's look at example 5. Okay, this one says y is greater than 2 over x, 2 over 3x plus 2. So the straight line already drawn for you. Okay, and it is a dash line. Okay, so it is, if it is greater than, then you have to shed the above region. Okay, so that is the shaded region that represent this inequality. All right, and then the second one, y is less or equal to x minus 1. So you already have the straight line. Okay, less than, okay, just follow, you draw, you just shade the below region. Okay, so for this one, y is less than 1. So if you see y less than 1, okay, this is the straight line, and it is a dash line. So less than, meaning that down here. Okay, easy? Supposed to be easy lah, huh? Okay, then we look at more example. Okay, so y is greater or equal to negative 2x minus 2. Okay, so if you see a straight line here, okay, you have to shed the one above. Okay, so you shed this side. Okay, x is greater than negative 3. So greater than negative 3, you have straight line here, and then greater, you have to shed the one on your right. Okay, kalau if we have a straight line like this, okay, the vertical straight line, you have to take the, if it's greater than this one, this line, you have to take the one on the right side. Okay, so if you have this one, y greater than negative 2, okay, this is your straight line. Okay, greater, you have to shed the one above the straight line. Okay, so example 2, example 6. Okay, also you can read by your own example 6. Okay, okay, so later you can do question 1, you can do question 1, B and F. Okay, after that question 2, you can do A, F, C, H. Okay, so if you have this question, okay, if you have this question, for example, okay, question F, 2y plus x greater or equal to 2, it is easier for you to uh, keep y on your left hand side, and then the rest you bring to the your right hand side. Okay, for example, 2y is greater or equal to 2 minus x. Okay, so it's easier for you to draw the graph later. Okay, so you try to do that. All right, so uh, I think we stop the lesson for today. Okay, so you continue, you can do your work first. Okay, if you have any question, you can always ask me. Okay, so please send your homework in the Google Classroom. I already put the assignment there. Okay, so thank you. That's all for today.